Morning, everyone. Welcome to Start Your Week with the Coach, the Friday show, which is at the end of the week. I really need to redo that. So I'm your host, Sean Butner, and I'm super stoked to have you. Let's see if this helps. Not really. Okay. Anyways, welcome to the show. This is where we help you find more joy, growth, and impact in your life for yourself and your community. And today's topic, we're talking about the productivity paradox. So I'm really stoked with that. So if you're new here, say hi. Where you from? That would be awesome. If you're returning, what's going on? Hey, Dave, I see that you're here. Always awesome to see you, man. So what is the productivity paradox? Well, it's this idea that as we get more productive, we actually have less time for other things. So as we take on more things, we tend to get piled on more things, and it impacts the balance that we have in our life. So let me give you an example. If you are or know the person that is a really great worker in your office or wherever, who's really good at getting stuff done, you'll notice that they tend to get a lot more work. You just tend to bury them. Oh, you can handle this, and you handle this quickly, so let's add 3 more things. And so, which is good, like you have this reputation of getting things done, but you also are the first person that people dump work on. So, and this really, it becomes clear if you think about how, technology changes things. So if you were into furniture making, it used to take, days or however long to make a table, right? Handcrafted. As technology came up, so maybe 3 days to make a really nice, really intricate handcrafted table. You get, the assembly line, and you can take 4 people that can produce, 3 tables a day because it's a lot more efficient. But instead of saying I used to make, 50 tables a month, and I can do that now in a week. Instead of spacing it out, we're let's just ramp up and produce way more. So technology changes. We're actually able to do more with less time, but we then extend the amount of time that we're using to create more things, is the analogy I'm going with on a Friday morning. So hopefully that makes sense. But honestly, it comes down to, at the very base, right? We've all heard the advice of some other folks online that talk about performance and whatnot, that you gotta grind until you die. Sleep is for the weak. You just gotta outwork everyone. And I think that is actually false. You don't have to outwork people. You just have to outvalue them, right? And putting in the time is one way to create value. In that example, right, you can produce 4 tables in a day versus over 3 days with the assembly line. And it's completely made up, but it kind of illustrates the point. So the focus should be how can I create more value? Because if you've ever also had a job where you have high and low points where you have to, be at your desk on the times when there's nothing to do, right? You've cleaned the place 50 bajillion times. You've, tried to get ahead on projects as much. You do as much prepping as you can, but it's really kind of slow. And then you have times where you're working hella overtime, trying to launch the software, trying to get the thing out the door, trying to release the new process for your customers. So, it's not really an efficient use of time. It's not a productive use of time, because if we really think about it, productivity is more than what we produce. It's the quality of our relationships. It's the quality of our health. It's the quality of our well-being and how we feel about our lives. The things that bring us joy. Maybe it's hobbies. Maybe it's interacting with your favorite people. But this idea that, time put in at your job is a virtue is something that I think we need to reassess. Because, like I said, we have a lot of things that can be a lot more productive. And by shifting into, freeing up time with that productivity, we can live better lives. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. And that's basically the productivity paradox, right? We get more productive, but we have less time. So how do we get out of this, um, system, right? How do we get out of losing time by being more productive? Well, part of it is finding yourself and being able to set boundaries. So if you're really crushing it in your job and you're like, hey, I can do 10% more things, and they keep dumping stuff on you, like one of the biggest and hardest things for people, especially in tech, right? For people that are at startups, in particular, to say like, hey, like I'm drowning here. I need to like sleep. I need time to work out. I need time to find a partner. If that's your situation, I need time to like rest or research and explore other things that I could then bring to the job. Like there's a lot of benefits to finding that balance and holding that boundary. And so many people are afraid to say, hey, like stop. They feel like their job's on the line when they do that, or they feel like they're going to be judged negatively or be called a slacker or whatever. But it's really protecting your productivity. So have boundaries, number one. Number two, find ways to add value, and to grow, right? So if you've done the same task over and over and over again, and it takes you exactly the amount of same time with the same type of quality, it might be time to say, like, how can I do this better? How can I do this more efficiently? How can I do this in a way that I could take 30 minutes to do, and then have time to do that exploration or tend to your life and reflect, rejuvenate, maybe even brainstorm better ways to do the things that you're doing. So, focusing on adding value versus putting in time is one of the things that I've been thinking about quite a bit. And so I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. If that does not sound awesome to you, let me know why. I'd love to think that through a little bit more with the community. But really, like, I think having worked in technology for a while, this idea that you can do more with less, and then that's good. That is helpful. That can really change the quality of your life. It is something I think we all need to be thinking about a bit more. So, first thing, hold boundaries. Second thing, focus on adding more value in your career or what you do. And the third thing is, fight for balance in your life, right? This is a little bit like setting the boundaries, but like if you don't have time on your calendar today to work out, if you don't have time on your calendar today to do some well-being like yoga or meditation, if you don't have time for learning on your calendar, if you don't have time to connect with people on your calendar today, you're not prioritizing those things, and over time you're going to burn out, right? And part of being your high performance coach is trying to help you not burn out over the long term. So if you don't have those things consistently in your life, you're going to get out of whack. And I know it can be tough, especially if you have a very demanding job, but your next level of productivity and time that'll free up will be in focusing on those areas. I've seen it time and time again. I firmly believe in that. I know it, in my career, it was proven true too, because when I first started in tech, I signed up to train for a marathon and started to run a couple of marathons, and I noticed that just that consistent daily practice of putting out, running a couple miles or however long was on my plan, one, gets you outside, or for me, got me outside, let me think about things, so it gave me time to reflect on things going on in my life or things going on at work or how to like work through a problem, and eliminated stress. It, I got fitter, so I had more energy, so I could then focus and do more. And sometimes adding more was, I'll go see some more friends today. It's the end of the workday. I have enough energy to go and hang out with people and fully embrace that. So, these different areas of your life can be levers to help you get more productive, which is why I want to expand that definition of productivity as being all these different things. So, in any case, that is my thoughts on the paradox of productivity. I hope you're able to do more and find more joy, find more confidence, find more engagement in your life as you improve and get better. And if you need help with that, there's a link in my bio on Instagram or below this video elsewhere, where you can learn the 5 pillars of high performance. And this is a really great tool to kind of get you thinking through different areas of your life in the high performance lens, but it's holistic. So it's built in to have you be thinking about your career, your health, your relationships, your well-being, hobbies, and that stuff. So to take a look at your whole life through this lens to make sure that you're not going to burn out, or you're not burning out, or to get out of burnout if you're currently in it. So definitely check out that link below. I'd love to help you out with that, and it's free, so just put in your name and email, you get the video, and then I have some other things to talk to you about. If you're interested in coaching, we can go from there, but if not, no worries. The main meat of that video is explaining these 5 areas of high performance that can really help you advance your life. So that said, check it out. It's SeanButler.com/achieve. That'll get you signed up for the 5 pillars video. I hope you enjoy that. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. As you can see, like, I'm in my home office, like everyone during COVID too. So, you know, we do what we can to make things work. That's what this is. I know sometimes it's kind of messy, but, you know, the show must go on. So, that said, have a great weekend, folks. Go out there, find more joy in what you're doing, find more personal growth so that you're advancing, and have a greater impact in your community. This is Sean signing off. See you guys on Monday. Take care.